Now, 4 out of the world's top 5 largest fund managers have no company policy to ensure that they're not contributing to deforestation. New report from global Canopy also praises industry leaders, highlighting positive commitments from Unilever and Marks and Spencer. Well, joining me now is Niki Mardas, the Executive Director of Global Canopy. Niki, good morning to you. You better explain, first of all, what Global Canopy is.
Good morning, Ian. How are you? Thank you for having me on. So Global Canopy tackles the market forces driving climate change through deforestation, but also our impacts on nature around the world. So we look at how our activities here through things we consume like palm oil and soy and beef are driving problems overseas that are ultimately going to come, well, already are biting us back through climate change, nature loss, with huge economic impacts and impacts on people all around the world.
Now, one of the asset managers that you've singled out for criticism is BlackRock, one of the world's biggest. Now, its chief executive, Larry Fink, promised in January last year that they were going to address climate change and sustainable development. Are you saying that they're not delivering on that?
Look, there's no solution to climate change without a solution to deforestation. And let's be clear, I mean, BlackRock are possibly the best known, but they're not alone. 4 out of 5 of the world's biggest investors, including BlackRock, have no policies on deforestation. Essentially, they're ignoring deforestation. Now, they're making some noises, they're moving on the subject, but in our report, we look at 150 financial institutions around the world, the biggest, the most exposed. Over those, 95 have no policies. They're ignoring the issue. That's craziness. That's not going to get us to where we need to be on climate change, on nature loss. That has to change.
Of course, one of the problems that the asset managers themselves have is that it seems that fewer shareholder resolutions on deforestation and climate change are getting through to AGMs. The Securities and Exchange Commission in the US has been making it harder to do so.
Yeah, we need to see a change of mood, a change of climate, and we're beginning to see that. In the US, we're beginning to see responses. We're beginning to see better connectivity and understanding that deforestation is central to the climate crisis. And I think we're going to see that changing. But as you say, I mean, if we look at exclusions that big wealth funds have in place, there are some around palm oil, which is, if you like, the best known of the commodities driving deforestation. But then we've got companies that are driving deforestation through soy in dairy products, through cattle. Those are the main drivers in the Amazon, and we're seeing nothing at all on those. So we've got to get better connectivity and more action, as you say, in the US and all over the world.
Now, you've handed out a few bouquets as well as brickbats. M&S and Unilever, two of the ones that come out favourably from this report.
That's right. There are companies that are taking this issue seriously and have been doing so for many years. There were some first commitments in 2011 by some of the consumer goods forum companies, and then in 2014. The truth is, those commitments, we haven't seen the results we need. Deforestation has been continuing to go up, but individual leaders, individual companies are doing the right thing. They're putting strong policies in place. They're reporting on those policies, and they're making progress towards deforestation free. But until we see the whole market move, we're still going to have this problem.
All right, Niki Mardas, got to leave it there. Very good to talk to you this morning. Thanks very much for joining me.
Many thanks.